Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So here it is, the best car I think I have ever owned when it comes to the looks, the color, interior, the exhaust, everything about this car. I'm just speechless. So obviously you guys know I flew to Maryland and had it shipped here in an enclosed trailer. That was almost $1,600. So here's the Malibu Autobahn sticker. That was the rally that I went to. On there is the map of the rally. So this is also the LE version. Not only these cars are hard to find, especially in the color and the condition, but these are also sort of the limited production run. So this one is the limited edition Gransport LE, meaning the headliner, and it has the full leather interior, including the dash, the door, and so on. As you can see, the headliner is full leather. Personally, my favorite, again, carbon fiber trim on the door panel, door sills, and almost, I don't think there's a Gransport that has the carbon fiber mirrors. Maybe the MC Victory I've seen had those, but other than that, apart from that, those are very hard to find. I'm at the Malibu Canyon Run, so here is, it's quiet when there's no cars coming, but beautiful view to a beautiful car. Again, I cannot emphasize on this color. This color really shines in any light. It's got that sort of sparkly metallic finish. Yeah, it's great. Again, these are the Gransport wheels with the red calipers. Yeah, driving wise, oh yeah, I forgot to mention it's got the it has the Lorraine exhaust, which I will let you guys hear just about now. So it does make a noise difference when I put it in sport. So here we go. Hold on, let motorcycles go by. Not enough already. So the sport mode sort of does sporty things. It makes the gear change a little more aggressive. It makes the suspension a little more stiffer, and obviously the exhaust gets a little louder. Yeah, that's pretty much all it does when it comes to the sport mode. It's not like right there, this right there is probably the best sounding exhaust for the money. Like, these cars are somewhere in the high 20s to in the high 30s, depending on condition and miles, but I think for the money there's nothing out there that can compete with this. As I mentioned in my previous video, I have to turn the Maserati stability program off if I'm doing a canyon run. It just holds too much. If I'm doing freeway driving and all that, it's good, but on a canyon, on a twisty road, it's good to have that off. Not that I'm gonna do any sliding or anything like that, but just in general, I like how, oh my god, it's gonna be steep. Okay. Oh god, I feel like I'm going off-road in a Maserati. Oh, again, it's for the money, there's nothing there. There is nothing that can match this. handling wise, just like any sport car, it is a stiff ride, unlike the Quattroporte. So stiff ride meaning it's gonna be jarring on a crappy pavement. So it doesn't have the benefit of having adjustable suspension. It does make things a little sporty if it's not in sport mode, but let me do some downshifts. So it does make a little difference, but again, at the end of the day, it is still a sport car, and I wish it was a little more adjustable, if I can say, but I wouldn't change anything. This is not something that I want to drive every day. This is not something that is meant to be driven every day, but on the days, if there's a week or more that passes by, I feel a craving. I feel like it's a dish. It's after a meal, a person wants to have a sweet. It feels like this is something sweet when it comes to driving. So I look forward to it on the days I'm driving this. But again, on a regular base, I would be tired of it and would not want to, not own it, but I wouldn't want to drive this car on a daily basis. So that's why it is very easy to find these in the very low mileage of even under 10,000. My friend has a base model. He bought it under 10,000 miles. The silver one I had 24. That's really low miles for an 06 car. This one is almost at 60,000. Again, not too bad for an 06 car, but these aren't high mileage cars. I saw one or two. My first car, my first base model had 70,000 miles. 70, 80. It's really rare to see 80 plus or 100,000 miles on these cars. Not that they can last that long, but it's just these aren't meant to be driven every day. Again, when it comes to driving, again, nothing can beat this Rally V8 and the handling. It's phenomenal. Again, if the pavement is smooth, oh yeah, it's right up there to be sort of the best, if not the best. Again, it cannot compete with today's cars when it comes to performance, tire technology. I mean, I can get new tires on this car, but when it comes to a newer transmission and all that stuff, with cars that have better brakes, I can upgrade the brakes on this. But overall, it's just. I'm gonna stop here. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna stop here to make a little bit of a video. I'm gonna stop here. Yeah. So as I was saying, it can't compete with today's cars, but I mean it's quite good for an 06 model, just like a Ferrari 360 or 430. They cannot be smooth, better in technology, better in transmission, braking, engine wise. They can't be as good as today's 488 or Pistas and all that. But if this car were to be made in today, it probably wouldn't have a V8. It probably would have a twin turbo V6. So it's made in a time where V8s were other things. So yeah, again with the transmission, it doesn't pull ferociously as a Quattroporte with a ZF 6-speed, because there's no delay in shifting. This has a single clutch, as we know, the F1 single clutch. It is a little clunky. In sport mode, it does sort of hesitate. It leaps back and then lurches forward, but I think overall it's not bad for what it is. Park got pretty again. really does it for me. The views are also not bad. Tough luck to come back. Anyways, guys, so yeah, when it comes to the transmission, again, the transmission, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't want a ZF 6-speed in this car. It's just this car is better for it because it has the single clutch paddle shifter with that little tiny shifter. Very similar. I've seen the interior of the 550 Ferrari and 360s. Very similar looking. Even these switches over here, very identical to the Ferrari 550 and the 360. So again, these cars are what they are, and I wouldn't change it to a 6-speed. I think it's good to have that fun when it's only meant to be driven in manual mode. So again, it's not as fun. The Quattroporte, I mean, it's not as fun as this car is because it has a regular 6-speed. Yeah. Anyways, guys, that was the review of the the Gransport. Again, if you have any comments, anything you guys want to see, let me know. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.